own goal. Kick it back up towards center field. Headed back by the Gillette defender. Looks like we've got the stream feed coming back. So sorry to those of you watching the stream online. We are at the mercy of Wi-Fi out here. And unfortunately, wasn't going well there for a minute. What I was saying before, though, is Adrian Behar in the field today, number 17. I've been calling that as a keeper, but from this distance was tough to see that that's Ivan Lujan. So apologies to Ivan. All right, we got a throw in for Gillette on the far side. Right back out again. And that this time is going to be a throw in right for Justice. Off the head of the Gillette player and right back out of bounds. Justice playing quickly. Get the ball in, but immediately taken back by the Gillette defender. Headed back. Justice on top of it there. Ball comes back into the Justice end. 3-on-3, here comes the right side. Gillette trying to kick it in, and just off to the right, that's going to be a goal kick. Fortunate for the Lions that one went wide. Behar with the ball on the right side. We got a speed, contest of speed. Here comes the keeper to boot it back out again. Pass maybe just a little ahead of where it needed to be, but that was a good thought. Ball's coming back. Gillette on the left-hand side. Double teamed. And then right into the hands of Lujan, the keeper. Hernandez with the ball on the left-hand side. He is quick. Here he goes. Weaving past. Puts it in the middle of the field, but just past Mario Falomir. That was the intended target. Falomir back to Behar. Behar to here. Alcantar back with the ball now. Fancy footwork. Getting a little body from the Gillette defender. Coming up the left-hand side, surveying the field. Puts it in for his teammate. Justice back on the attack again. Kicking it back, getting reset. Gillette not letting that go, though. Sending their team on the attack. Into the care of the keeper. Coming up the left-hand side. Here's Behar. Looking at what to do with it. He gets tripped. 2 balls I've got in my hand on there. So that's good. I'm participating. Helping the team, you know. That ball goes back to the goalkeeper. Had a big Allegiant jet go over our head there. Would have probably blown your ears out if I left the mic on. So turned it off, but we're back here. Mesa Gateway Airport, not too far from our location. Justice defender gets the ball cleared all the way back into Gillette territory. He pops it back to the keeper. Out to the center here, center right. Centers the ball to his teammate. Here comes a long kick downfield. Right into the hands of Nunez, who's there to pick it up for the Lions. Nunez now with the kick to the center. Falomir with that ball. Alcantar gets pulled, gets held. No foul. Behar over to Alcantar. Alcantar gets it down the center, but right into the waiting foot of the Gillette defender. Long kick down the center, but right into the hands of the keeper. Alcantar gets the ball right away. They're going quick. Over to Hernandez. Hernandez knocked down, but still fighting with his foot. Falomir. Sikarsky with the ball there, number 8, for a brief moment. Gillette takes it back. Sends it back to the left. That goes out of bounds, long ways away. They'll bring in another ball as the bench goes to chase the other one down. Behar with the ball, bringing it up on the left-hand side. Kicks it back to his teammate, that's Burrell, number 30. Over to Monier, who's going to send it out to the right-hand side. A little bit ahead of Abraham Pena, and that's going to be a throw-in for Gillette. You're just tuning in. This is Gillette College out of Wyoming against the Justice University Lions. Looks like they're taking a quick water break here. Got to stay hydrated. So we are a little ways in. Can't see. I don't think they're keeping a clock on the side for us to see. So I'm guessing we're right about the 17, 20-minute mark. And trying to wait for these players to get hydrated. It is really, really warm out here. 0-0. Still in the first half. You can hear the planes overhead. Again, Mesa Gateway Airport not too far from here. Got some air traffic overhead. The ref's calling the guys back out onto the field. And I do apologize if there's any signal issues. Just, again, iffy Wi-Fi out here at the park. We're doing our best. Gonna have a it's in the hands of the keeper right now. Ivan sends it over on the left side. Behar calling for it, didn't quite get there. There's Sikarsky coming back in, and Hernandez, they get it back, but it's all the way back to the keeper. Gillette with control. Gillette centers it back in. Gillette, that ball kicked away by Eric Monier, saving that goal potentially. Good to see the hustle on these guys. Here comes Alcantar. Puts it over to Abraham Pena. Back to Monnier. Monnier, but it's not going to get there, and that's going to be a throw in for Gilette. Justice on the attack there. Hernandez just misses the ball, almost gets it back. Cleared out now for Gilette. Off the Gilette player. Isaac Burrell tried to clear that one out. Came right back off the head of the Gilette defender. Justice just gets it away. Sikarsky with the ball now. Now over to Monnier. Isaac Burrell on the left-hand side. A little scoop move there. Over to Hernandez, who's getting pushed. There's Alcantar. Takes it right from Hernandez. Alcantar doesn't quite get a full foot on that one, but somehow Justice still has control of the ball. That's Mario Falomir with the ball. Gilette now has it back. Here comes Justice again. But it's taken back right away by Mario Falomir. Over to the right side, Abraham Pena. And headed back out of bounds by Gilette. So that's going to be a throw in for the Lions. Justice with the ball back here. Hernandez on the left side. Back to Monnier. Alcantar. Justice trying to get the pronghorn zone, but nothing. We got a Justice player down. Trying to see, I believe that's Pena. That's Abraham Pena holding his left ankle. Referee going over to check on him, see what's going on, helps him up. Those of you watching the stream on YouTube, if this continues and the signal does drop and the stream ends, we are recording this to the best of our ability and we'll post it at a later time. We're hoping it stays here, but again, we're at the mercy of the Wi-Fi, so apologize for that. So foul they call. Mario gets it back. Now here's Burrell. Burrell, good footwork. Mario Falomir. Here's Alcantar. Sends it left over to Burrell. Burrell takes a foot in the leg there, but somehow hops over it. Oh, he tries to get it to Hernandez, who just barely misses that one. And now here comes Gilette on the attack. Over to his teammate. It's 2-on-2 right now. And that's going to be a goal for the Pronghorns. Couldn't keep up there. Gomez and Monnier were back there. Just a little too much speed on the Gilette side of the ball. Getting reset. Lots of guys kind of bent over. I'm sure it's extra hard to be out there on the field right now with the weather the way it is. As we sit, it's right around 107, 108 here in Mesa. Justice gets the ball going. Alcantar here over to Hernandez. Hernandez on the left-hand side. Good footwork back to Behar. Over to Burrell. Burrell surveys the field, back over to Behar. Behar off the defender, and it's going to be a throw-in for Justice. Burrell with the ball. Looking. Goes out to the right to Tyler Gomez. Now it's Gomez's turn to survey the field a little bit. Gillette playing a little bit of prevent defense here. There's a shot on goal, and that is a great save by Ivan. And another one, he's crawling across the ground, sacrificing his body to get that ball back up in the air. And great save. Right as I say they're playing a little bit back on their heels, they certainly come on the attack there and take the ball back and try to score. Burrell here with the ball into Hernandez. Hernandez over to Alcantar. Yeah, here, kicks the ball outside. That's Brandon Nunez. And that ball goes out on the pronghorns. Here comes a throw from Justice. They're going to go quick here. Nunez gets the ball in, all the way back to Tyler Gomez. That ball once again kicked out, and that's going to be a throw in again for Justice. Basically the same spot as the last one. Ball's going long, and that's out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the visiting team. That was out of bounds off of Gillette. There's a throw in for Justice. Trying to move quick. Hernandez has in position, that ball just short of him. Justice defender flying in. Behar trying to beat him to it, and does. Good pursuit by Adrian. Alcantar. Gillette resets out to the left. Brings it out to the left-hand side wing. There's a slide tackle there from Brandon Nunez. And the pronghorn player still down. See what they're going to call here. Good to see the Gillette player up on his feet. Yeah, looks like that was a foul call on Nunez, late tackle. It's going to be a free kick here for Gillette. They're setting up most of their guys right in the center there. They've got big, tall number 34 here out on the right-hand side. Look for him to maybe come in toward the goal on the kick. And here he comes. Ball goes up. Good block from Nunez. But they're going to call a handball. And unfortunately, that is now going to be a penalty kick. So it's up to Ivan to stop this one. You never like to see PKs when you're out here, but they happen. Great save from Ivan. In a reversal of fortune, here come the Lions now on the attack. Gillette defender picks it back up. Alcantara anticipating the pass, runs right by him. Wish I could talk to you a little bit about the Gillette players. Unfortunately, we're not able to get a full roster for them today. That's a handball and called by the outside official. And here comes the free kick for Justice. Behar there to take it. The Gillette defender trying to stall a little bit, give us time to get set. Got a quick water break again here. Can't chance one of these guys going down for dehydration. Justice, unfortunately, 0-2 this week. Played Mesa Community College on Tuesday evening and played Benedictine last night. Weren't able to come up with a victory in either one of those. Unfortunately, also lost the services of Gabe Hernandez as he was given a red card on Tuesday. So he is out of today's game. Players making sure the refs don't need some water. You can kind of see our producer, Jesse, out in the corner here of the screen. Say hi, Jesse. She says hi, everybody. Hope she's got her water bottle. Prof. G and Shiley sticker. Comment on the video here or send us a message. We'd be happy to try and get your hands on one. They are the most prized possession at Justice University right now. Get ready to get back to the action here. And where we left off was a free kick coming here. Lusan in the game here, number 14. See if we have any other new faces here. Yep, Juan Quezada also in the game, number 22. Get some fresh legs out there. In this heat especially, got to have those subs. That looks like it. Everybody else was out here before. See who we're missing here over just the next couple minutes here. We'll figure out which players aren't here. Looks like Adrian Behar may be one. But he actually came in there at goalkeeper for Ivan. So that's where the rotation went. So Ivan Lujan is out and Adrian in at keeper. Ball taken by Eric Monnier. 2-on-1 there. They've sent a couple defenders against him. Tyler Gomez. Unfortunately, off the foot of Marcos Renteria, another ad. I hadn't seen him out there. Coming back toward the center. Here comes Lusan on defense. Way to use your body there. Tyler Gomez, go off of his back there to keep it in. There's Gomez again on the slide. Kicks it out of bounds. That will be a throw-in for the Pronghorns. Here it comes. They toss it back toward the back end there. Trying to set something up. Here comes a kick to the center. Monnier there. Unfortunately, so was the Gillette offensive player. Lusan clears it back to Gillette. Pronghorns coming up the left-hand side, left center. Hits the ground. Looking for a foul. Nothing really there. Just kind of tangled his feet. All the way back to their keeper. Whatever they were trying here on this end didn't work, so they're going to reset. Here comes the ball off the head of Lusan. It's out of bounds off of Lusan, so it's a throw in there for the Pronghorns. Looking around. Tossed it in, coming back towards center. That one's off the head of Pena and out of bounds for a throw in for Gillette. Gillette bringing it back to the center, setting up. Both teams doing a good job of talking to each other. Hernandez picks that one off, and he's quick. Here he goes up the left-hand side. That defender's just as quick. Good to see good competition. But that's going to be out of bounds on the throw-in for the Pronghorns. Usually Hernandez takes off, and most guys can't keep up with him, but that Gillette defender stayed right with him. Gillette looking to set up in the backfield. Looking around, boots it up towards center field. Off the head. It's a really good pass, but Justice is there. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Behar boots it, but that's stopped by Tyler Gomez. Good slide tackle by the Pronghorn defender there. Behar imploring his team to get further up the field. He's going to launch this one all the way back to the Gillette zone into the hands of their keeper. So end to end we go. Good pass there by Gillette. It's going to be out of bounds and a throw in for Gillette. Just off of the Justice defender there. Gillette now in the back center field there. Got somebody open here on the far right, but they chose to go left on the wing. Gillette on the attack, up to his teammate. Good leading pass, but that is going to be offsides. He thought he was there, but no argument from the player on the Gillette side. Justice now with the ball. He's booting it over here to Isaac Burrell. Burrell looking over to Lusan. Lusan gets the ball, back over to Burrell. Burrell to Monier. Over to Lusan, taken away by the big, strong defender. Now we got Gillette on the attack. Abraham Pena now, got some open field. Mario Falomir, here comes Alcantar. Over to Hernandez, looking for the quick move. He's held by the defender, but no call from the referee. Fans here on the sideline. Off. Today. Pronghorns into center field. Good lead pass, but just a bit too far. Good decision by Marcos Renteria to knock that one out of bounds. He's paying for it a little bit, though. Took a hard fall to get that ball. Renteria still trying to get himself back up again. Looks like the referee's sending him off the field. He's saying he's okay, he can stay, and he will. Gillette gets the ball in there. Try to do the one-timer. That is a long way off. over the fence, into the parking lot. Somebody bring Adrian a new ball. Well, he says I'll go get this one myself. Burrell in the backfield. Toward the middle, but Mario goes the wrong way on that one. Gillette, a good use of the body there by Burrell. Buys just enough time for Behar to pick that ball up. There's Monnier there. Huson has it for a moment, but now it's back to Gillette. Lightly off of his foot, though, right into Behar. Behar's going to try to go right, but right into the waiting foot of the Gillette player. Got a battle of the headers here. That's 3 in a row. And that's going to be Sikarski on the ground now holding his back. Referee and his teammate over to check on him. Those two players collided. He was moving pretty quick. The other player didn't look like he was moving too quick, but like running into a wall out there. And he's holding that back. Teammates asking him to get up. Referee giving him just a moment to catch his breath. I'm sorry, that was not Sikarski. That was actually Mario Falamir. Thought I saw an 8, but it was a 5. Sikarski actually out of the game now. Subbed in at the last water break. There's Monnier. Looked like he was going to pass, but he kept it. Not sure where he was going there. I think he thought Alcantara was coming up. Yeah, here fighting for it. Kicking it in toward the goal. There's the keeper out there to knock the ball out, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Lions. Correction, I guess I didn't make it out of bounds there, so that ball's still live. Yeah, here with a good move to the left. Hernandez at the give-and-go feed. Alcantara. Yahir Alcantara puts that ball in the goal, and we got a 1-1 game here. Broadcast last Friday at the Arizona Athletic Grounds. Alcantara off a give-and-go. That one was with his left foot, this one with his right. But he is a scorer at heart. He wants that ball in the goal. Good goal by Yahir. Gillette boots the ball all the way down the field. Behar with it, picks it up. Dangerous throw there toward the center when he's out of the goal like that, but I guess he felt like there wasn't a defender in sight. Good footwork there by Renteria, fighting for the ball. Unfortunately, doesn't get that one. Good centering pass for Gillette. Hernandez has that ball. Getting pushed by the defender. Defender throwing his... Sometimes you can't gauge what the ref will call a foul and what he won't. So, unfortunately, that was a foul, and back to Gillette. Justice set well on defense. That's going to be a pass, but his teammate knows he was offside, so he just lets the ball go over his head. Justice bringing it back downfield now. Tyler Gomez going to get it. Trying to get there before the defender. There's Pena on the right. Centers it back in. Gillette picking it right up, though. There's Monnier. Here comes Alcantara on the break. Releases it, but right into the hands of the keeper. Keeper was outside of the box is what the Lions are asking for when he picked that ball up. But kind of hard to get a official in any sport to come back after he makes a no call and say, "Oh, you know what? I was wrong. Let me make that call for you." That's a tough case, but maybe we'll see something in the benefit of justice here in the future in the game here. Yeah, here Alcantara given the yellow card, probably still arguing the no call at the other end of the field. correction. He's arguing. He thought he was fouled here in the center. Unfortunately, yellow card for Yahir. Gilette getting the ball here. They're spread across the entire field. That ball launched off the head of Gilette and off to the right. That's going to be a goal kick. Solid attempt from Gilette there, just didn't quite get there. Fortunately for the Lions. Referee still taking his time to have lots of conversations with the guys. Monier with the ball. He's going to launch all the way down. Gilette thought about kicking that back to their keeper, but came back and went to his teammate instead on the left. They're coming up. Here's a long boot. Monier, and now Gilette with the ball back. And there's the half. 1-1 is the score at halftime here at Santos Sports Complex in Mesa. We will take a break, come back a few minutes before we start the next half, maybe with a little bit of thoughts and commentary. Justice University men's soccer. Getting ready to start the second half here for Justice. Referees making their way back on the field. I think the players might have a couple more minutes. A lovely producer, Jessie, trying her best to shade our table here. It has dropped to a brisk 103 degrees. On the field, it's probably a little bit more. It is a beautiful view, though. You can see during the game, you can see way out in the distance the Superstition Mountains. Beautiful mountain range, lots of hiking done there. There's a legend about the lost Dutchman's gold being lost somewhere in those hills, so people come out looking for that still. But it's a really beautiful backdrop to where we're at. And then just northeast, about 70 miles, is Payson Forest. The forest is up there in the city of Payson. So those of you that have students here at Justice that may be from out of state, just know that Arizona is one of the few places where within a couple of hours you can be at 7,000 feet. Ponderosa Pines, a lot cooler than the valley. And we're about, 5 hours from San Diego, 4.5 hours from Rocky Point, Mexico, and only 6 or 7 hours from LA. So, great location and great options to escape the heat when we get the opportunity. So going into the second half, we got 1-1. This is the game. We got the goal from Alcantar as the Lions' only goal in the first half. He's chatting with the official. They ended the half on not so good terms in terms of, Yahir was the recipient of a gift from the referee, that gift being a yellow card. So he's just having a kind of a final conversation, hoping to wrap that up and get back on good terms with each other here before the second half starts. From where we are over here now, we get to see some new faces. Pena's on this. He was, they're on the right side of the field going the other direction. Now they're on the right side of the field coming our way. So we get to see Pena and Marcos Renteria, people we still haven't seen a lot of. That ball going all the way back to Adrian Behar. Gillette looking for a foul. Ref says no, that was just a good battle there. But that is going to be a goal kick. Correction, a corner kick for Gillette. Gillette not playing in that center stacking formation there. They've got people off to the right as well. The last couple corners we've seen, they like to move people. Defended well by the Lions. Kicked out, though. Gillette does maintain possession. And it's a throw-in for the Pronghorns. That ball booted way out to the neighboring field. His teammates probably won't be very happy that they're going to send one of them out there to get it, but they bring the new ball in for a corner kick once again. Comes low, corner kick. Off his foot, takes a shot on the goal, and it dribbles off to the right. Fortunate set of circumstances for the Lions. Behar gets the ball moving quickly. There's Lusan with the ball. Got a foul called there. Behar gets the ball back. Rolls it out to Lusan. Lusan putting it back in the center for Monnier. Battling. Here comes the ball on the longer kick. It's going to be headed by the Gillette defender. Now Justice gets the ball going. Good looking pass to Mario, but there was a Gillette defender right there. Fortunately boots it out of bounds, and it's a throw in for Justice. There's Monnier battling two Pronghorn defenders. And here they come on the attack. Quick stop. Now he decides to push it back to the defensive line. Centers it. There's 2 Lions on him. Quezada on defense, as well as Pena. Out to the left. There's Pena again. Right behind him, Renteria. Out of bounds off the Lions' foot, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Pronghorns. Comes the launch to the center. There's the header up over the top of the goal, and that's going to be a goal kick. Hernandez just outbodied there on the right side. Good pass back, Renteria. Here comes Alcantar. Pushed in the back by the defender. Alcantar. Just shoved out of the way by the bigger number 34. He's not complaining though. Good hard battle there. Gilette coming back now. Center of the backfield. Looking, goes out to the right. Here comes the long ball. Justice defender right there to head that ball. That ball goes long for Falomir. Surveying back to the center. Got the player coming up the left. Tries to get it out over there, but his own player kind of in the way there. I think he thought that ball was going to him, but may have interrupted a good pass out to the left side. And now we got him back on the attack again. Number 10 with the ball. That centering pass, but that goes right into the hands, I should say the foot of Renteria. Back to Behar, who boots it past the half field line. Quezada using his body. There's Lusan kicking the ball back. Gilette defender trying to stop it, but dribbles back off his foot to the backfield again. On the Gilette end of the field here. We'd like to spend some more time down here this half than we did the first half for sure. Just a few shots on goal for the Lions in that first half. Fortunately, one of those ended up going. Marcos Renteria out to defend. Gets that ball, but knocks it out of bounds, and that's a throw-in for the Pronghorns. Back out onto the field, they're playing it quick, down to the center. Hernandez there. Looking for the handball call. No call there. Looks like the call there was a corner kick just out of bounds here. There it is. That is a long corner kick, and that Pronghorn offensive player knows it on the corner there. Got a throw in for Justice. Lusanga to handle the throw in. Right back to him. Tries to dribble that ball behind his back. Doesn't quite make that play. Good footwork by the defender. Son. I believe that's Burrell with the ball. Kind of hard to see all the numbers out this way. That just dribbles through and looks like Gilette has numbers. There's the shot over the top. Good shot by the pronghorn player, but no dice on that one. Behar picking it up. Going to be a goal kick for the Lions. Over to Burrell, to Lusan. Back to Monnier. He's knocked down, no call. Number 10 been a little bit dangerous in there. Falls but kicks the ball back up with his feet somehow to his teammate. Gillette still in control. They launch it. That ball headed out by the Lions defender to get rid of it. But Gillette right back in on the attack. Coming in, centers. And that is a goal off the left side. Tricky little goal there off. It actually almost hit off the front post on the right and bounced back into the net. So that's 2-1 in favor of the Pronghorns. Justice moving the ball. There's Burrell. Burrell over to Quezada. Has it taken away. Alcantar trying to be aggressive there. Back to the keeper. Out to the left-hand side. You got an open player here on the left. Fortunately, Tyler Gomez gets that ball. Decides to go back to Adrian Behar with it. Back to Gomez. Gomez surveying. Over to Burrell in the center of the field. Out to Lusan on the left. Back to Burrell. To Hernandez. Gets the ball taken away from him. And he's able to clear it, and they got a 3-on-1. Gomez coming in on it. There's the centering pass. Defense. Good defense there. Ball coming in. Great save from Behar. And the Lions get out of a trouble spot there. Burrell back to Monnier. To Hernandez. Hernandez to Falomir. Tries to tip it right back to him. Taken away by the Pronghorns. And they are on the move. They got some speed out on the right side. Ball coming in and drifts off to the left for a throw-in for Justice. Gillette captain talking to his team, trying to get him to the right side of the field here. Good job talking. That was a good throw, but headed off the defender. Fought for. Monnier has it. Over to Renteria. There's a handball. Yeah, here between two defenders. Again pushed in the back, and that is going to be a foul on Gillette. Monnier going to take the free kick here. See what he can do with it. He's putting it up toward the goal. Oh, there's a shove in the back right there on Alcantar once again. He takes a shot to the back of the head. And it was in the box, so we're going to look at a penalty kick. Alcantar already with one goal this game. Gillette player out there talking to the referee on the side here. But good news for Justice. We got a penalty kick situation here. Alcantar still trying to make sure he only sees one goal and not two or three after taking that shot to the back of the head. I'm always in awe of the keepers on these ones making the decision on which way to go. It's got to be just a guess. Alcantar with the shot and the score. That's 2 goals for Yahir today. That is 2-2. Tied up. Yahir being a good sport, bringing the ball all the way back to center field here. These guys getting pretty gassed out here. It's hot, they're running. Even with the water breaks, they're still got to be so tired. Renteria comes out of the game. Looks like Nunez is back in for him. The centering pass off the body. Gillette looking for a handball there. Hernandez got some speed, but he slows up. He may not see Alcantar down there. Yahir being careful not to go outside, or offsides. Yahir with the ball now. Gets tripped and knocked down. And that's going to be another free kick. And there's a yellow card on the Gillette player. Yellow card given to Gillette, number 5. Fans on the sideline asking for a red card because he keeps talking. The referee telling him to stop talking. That was most definitely a foul. I will venture a guess, though, that the conversation between Yahir and the official at the end of the half that seemed to make bygones be bygones might have put him back in the good graces of the official. I think if he would have had a negative attitude still, the official might not have been so quick to call these few fouls on him. Yahir trying to bring it in off the body of the 2 defenders. Immediately tosses it back in again with his foot and headed out by the captain. Kicking it all the way back to Behar. Behar is going to get that over to Hernandez. Back to Behar, who's going to boot it and just boot it out of bounds, let his defenders get set. And we got a water break here. Pretty exciting second half. Both teams not wanting to go quietly into the desert evening. They all definitely want this. Gillette's like, hey, we made the trip all the way from Wyoming. We're not going to let this one go easy. And Justice trying to defend their home turf, even if it's not the home field. It is technically a home game, so this is their home turf. Yeah, here offensively carrying the Lions on his back. They are playing pretty solid defense for the most part, although they are letting some balls end up going into the gap and ahead. And we've seen a couple of times in the second half where Gillette had numbers coming down the field, and they were fortunately held without a score. But you keep letting that happen, the chances keep going down that there's not going to be a goal scored on you. We're back from the water break. Justice coming back on the field now. Referee's just about ready to go. He's holding the throw, but it is a throw-in for Gillette on the far side. Here comes the throw. There it is, off the head. Twice off the same player's head, and now he gets it back to himself. Is that a double pass to yourself? Is that a statistic we can keep? I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. Way to stay with it. We got a goal kick. That's over to Behar. Quickly back out to Monnier. Now back over to Hernandez. Hernandez fakes coming back forward. Ends up taking it forward. Now takes the ball from Gillette. Gets the ball over to Falamir. But Coming back now into Justice territory. Gomez playing good defense. Justice offender gets knocked down, but good hard body. Just aggressive play by Gilette there. Number 9 here on the far left. Tries to drop it all the way in at the goal, but it sails way far to the right, and his teammate didn't come in like he thought he would. So we're going to get a goal kick for Justice. Adrian, the good sport, running after it all the way down the embankment. Thank you to those of you that have been watching us today. Happy to be able to bring you these broadcasts. This is a new thing for Justice. We're already getting really good feedback from parents that are out of state, family members that are out of state that are excited to see their loved ones play, and some of the students that just can't make it out. And from what I've told, some of the students like to go in and watch the game back after the fact to see how it goes. There's Yahir off the right post. Man, almost a hat trick, but that came off the right post. What a shot from Yahir. And then that one's off right, and it's going to be a goal kick for Gilette. Yahir wants that one back. He needed about 2 inches left, and that would have gone in. But aggressive play from Alcantar. Gilette back in the defensive backfield. All the way back to the keeper. Alcantar not letting them get too comfortable. He's putting a little pressure on each one of them. Here he comes from the back. Gilette booting that ball all the way out of bounds. And that'll be a throw in for Justice, but he did get it all the way to the back end of the field. There's the throw in from Justice. A battle there on the sideline for it. Justice does end up with it, but Gilette quickly takes it back. Gilette looking for a foul. No such luck with the official. Alcantar had the ball for a moment, but booted out by the defender. And here comes Gilette on the attack. Behar coming out, picks up the ball. Justice now with the ball. There's Lusan. Eric, if I'm butchering your name, let me know. I keep wanting to say Monnier here, so correct me if I'm wrong. Taking a moment to hydrate ourselves over here at the table as well. We're definitely not working as hard as these guys are, but 103 is hot. I don't care where you're sitting. Great save from Adrian there. Justice trying to make this a 3-2 game. Great long kick from Behar off the head of the defender. Here comes the keeper to pick it up. End to end. Keeper looking to rolls it out on the center to his teammate. Now up here to number 9. 32 with the ball there, back to 5, back to the keeper.